Yo, what is up, YouTube? It's your boy, ZT Speed, back at it again with more Diablo Immortal content. And today, rather than talk about my own feelings, my own personal opinions about the game, I thought, why don't we check out other people's opinions of the game? So what better place to check people's opinions than Reddit? Maybe Twitter, but... So I actually kind of handpicked a few of the Reddit posts I saw. Actually, we're going to do this one too. But we're just gonna go through them. So it took me 77 runs for non-boosted Mad King's Breach to find a Grace boot, and it was crappy than the random set boot that I was wearing. And it was okay. I get what he's trying to say. I actually had a good friend who did well over 500 dungeon runs and got 2 sets of Ithus out of 500 plus dungeon runs, which is absurd. So yeah, the whole dungeon system in this game is so broken, it's so bad, it feels bad, it's terrible. They need to fix the dungeons, definitely. Warband's Cosmetic advertised, sold for 15. Vic's Blessing, I have to admit, one of the things that they definitely make us angry. So this is talking about the skin they're selling. Apparently they advertised that it would only be 1,000 orbs, which is $10 USD, for those who didn't know. But they actually ended up selling it for 15. So, I mean, that's just blatant false advertising. I don't know the full extent of how far they advertised it, but at a base level, it definitely seems shady and not very nice for the players. If anything, what they should have done is said they're gonna sell it for 1,500 and then actually sell it for 1,000, but they do the exact opposite, right? Because they're brain dead, whatever you want to say, whatever. So Blessing of the Worthy, we want to be compensated. Yes. Okay. So if you're not aware, they changed the way Blessing of the Worthy works, and they didn't even talk about it. They did it like a stealth nerf to it. So basically, the way Blessing works is, well, as it worked previously, when you go in and you get hit by an enemy skill, you will have, it'll proc Retribution that does a damage based off your max life, which is pretty strong, especially if you have like 100k plus life, like a strong character would. But the issue is they change it to scale off of current life. And, in some situations it doesn't make much of a difference, but if you're specifically a barbarian, you're running around with 0% life all the time, which basically makes it to where your blessing hits for 0 damage, which makes it completely garbage, completely useless. So they need to revert the Blessing of the Worthy and compensate, if you ask me. This is an easy idea for you, Blizzard. Instead of we kill the boss multiple times, grammar, when we go out and queue again, repeat, you could multiply the health of everything in the dungeon and multiply the reward quantity. An example, 10x health, everything inside the dungeon when you get 10x quantity. So okay, this is basically, I'm not going to read the whole thing, but from what I can tell, he wants the dungeons to actually be tough, so then there's actually more of a reward. I actually thought of an interesting thing. They should do challenge dungeons where everything in the dungeon is either a blue or yellow mob, like all the ads, and then they also beefed up the bosses to do a lot more damage. And then, that's kind of my version of this idea, I guess, to make the dungeon a lot more challenging. And then once you full clear the dungeon or clear the majority of it, you then get like a few set pieces or equal reward. So yeah, I despite the grammar, not a bad idea. Maybe not exactly, I wouldn't exactly follow his advice, but I think his mind's going in the right direction. Always a good thing to see on Reddit. It will never be fixed. I am not sure how to fix invisible players, and at this point I'm too afraid to ask how. So yeah, there's been an issue with invisible players since the beginning of this game, and with their recent patches, they've actually made it way worse. And there's actually a way to specifically bug it out using Vithus. Personally, I'm not exactly sure how, but when I play Barb and I have my 4 set of Vithus, I almost every BG I would go invisible, and Actually, it's weird because I was invisible on my screen, but I'm obviously not invisible on the other enemy screens because I see them. They come at me. They know exactly where I am, and it's just frustrating. But there's so many bugs in this game. Like I don't need like. Let's not get into it any further. Blessing of the Worthy. Don't try and pull this crap. Yep, same thing about the blessing. Don't need to go over that again. How to fix Diablo Immortal. Okay, this guy has a list of 18 things. Merge low population servers. That's all of them. Allow server transfers. Same thing. I guess, okay. Rid of warbands. Yep, I agree. They should just make it clan activities. Cross server. I think they already do that for some stuff, but maybe not rifts. But make raids have matchmaking system like okay, raids do have a okay. Maybe okay. Yeah, I mean, basically everything he says is right. But like, you know, there's a reason why like it's like, yes, I want all these events to have more legendary crests, but like they specifically don't want us to have crests, so they're not gonna add that. That's the issue. They know what we want, and they're just not giving it to us. Yeah, okay, not bad. Warm up before Shadow Wars. I previewed this. Don't worry. I thought that this was funny. If I get banned on YouTube for this, I don't know what to say. Is Battlegrounds fun for anyone now? It is quite stupid. 375 with 7. Okay. I don't know about that specifically because I'll get into matches with like... My issue with BGs is I'll get in a match and the enemy team will have a 6k necro, a 7k necro. They'll have a 7k whiz and like a 5k whiz, and then like maybe say just like a 4 or 5k barb. And then on my team, I have one 4k, like okay, I'll get a wizard on my team, and then I have me at 3k, and then I have like 3 or 4 others at 3k, and like it's like there's nothing we can do. Like even that one 7k necro would just roll us, but not only do we have to fight one 7k, it's like we have to fight 4 of them at the same time. So I'm gonna say no. I'm over 1,000 resonance. You know, not as skewed as I thought, but it is what it is. What if there are no caps on fading embers? I'm not even going to read this whole thing because I read this first part and I just said, what if there is no caps? Like, Paragon cap is... Honestly, I think the Paragon cap is killing the game. You are rewarded in this game more for not playing it and then just catching up later than actually just grinding the game every day, which is absurd if you ask me for an ARPG. Like, maybe if it was like a gacha, like turn-based game, I could maybe see it working out better, but this is an ARPG where the core fundamental mechanics of the games is just to grind the game to get stronger. But in a game where you can't grind to get stronger, then why the f are people gonna play? Warbands are killing low mid clan members. I don't even know if it's a low mid clan member issue. I think it's just a social issue with the game where it's hard to get 8 people to actually stick together and keep playing the game when it's a dog poopy game and they need to do stuff to change it. Well, it's like part of the issue is the warband system. The other part, to clarify, part of the issue is the warband system, but the other part is it's just like a trash game that no one wants to play. If this game was super fun, then it wouldn't be hard to find warbands and people motivated to play almost every day and like do warband content, whatnot. But because of the state of the game, it is. 1 month follow-up. Blizzard, where are our server transfers mergers? Yep. Pretty sure we want to salvage this yellow urine ancestral weapon. Yes. I don't know why it warns me, oh, you're gonna delete this ancestral weapon, but it's a yellow one. I'm like, bruh. That's RIP. Can we get more communication? yeah, we need more communication from the developers. I think they're doing a little bit better now than before, but like the issue is before they had zero communication. So like I don't want to judge it based off that. I want to judge it based off the level of communication that I think the players deserve, which is, you know, just letting us know what they're changing, when they're changing. Yeah. And so this shout out Clue, but this was the picture. I don't know why. Fix Battlegrounds. Basically, here's Mommy. I'm familiar with this account. This is like a 6 or 7K whiz. Clearly just 35-0ing these players. Actually, I'm friends with Gwyn. Shout out Gwyn too. Yeah, I mean, this shouldn't happen. That's not fair at all. Yeah. Here's another example. Tiny Penny. He's a 6K barb. West servers. He steamrolled this team. I mean, even his D8, his team overall did pretty well, but they lost because I'm guessing what happened. Oh, shout out Sergeant Girl Dad. I know that guy too. But what most likely happened is their whole team was just aggroing the one lane. And usually in the situation when you have like a few strong players carrying, the weaker players need to like go to the other side and push the idol by themselves to just have both idols moving. But I can tell based off this that no one was playing the objective. And like, that's also just like another issue with BGs, people not knowing how to play. It's like if you're in a BG and there's a 6K whale going ham wrecking the team for you, you gotta just stick on the objective and know your place. Even I do that all the time. I just I'm the objective bot and it's okay. That's how it is. This is the last one. Fix the damn invisible bug in BG. We actually already talked about this, but this is an important one that they need to fix because I'm tired of dying to invisible wizards, necros, and BGs. I mean, there's so many damn bugs in this game that like at this point I can't really even keep track of all of them. But yeah, I mean, I just really wanted to see what people were saying in the community. You know, Reddit's a great place to get a general idea of what people think about a game. I'm seeing a lot of the same stuff repeated, which is good because it shows that our community is generally on a similar page. But yeah, I think between the dungeons, between fixing Battlegrounds and balancing them, and fixing the freaking bugs, that's just a great start to making this game better. Sure, I think they need to fix the resonance system. I think they need to make it to where free-to-play / slow spenders actually can craft like 2 out of 5 gems. There's a lot of things they need to add, but I think those 3 things are a great start to creating a better game that makes it to where more people can enjoy it and it can foster a larger, stronger community. Yeah, just thought it'd be cool to check out what people are talking about on Reddit. Thanks for watching my video. I'll catch you later.